O Maia é um dos conhecimentos ancestrais mais incríveis que eu já cruzei na vida. Mas hoje em dia, tudo que carrega a palavra ancestral, se criam muitos rumores sobre isso. As pessoas tendem a dizer, veio dos extraterrestres, ou veio do suspiro das vozes dos deuses, e coisas assim. No vídeo de hoje, o Apab'yan vai falar sobre de onde o conhecimento do calendário Maia veio. Então, se você está interessado em saber a resposta, fica nesse vídeo. E também, se quiser comprar o livro do Apab'yan Tew, O Nascimento de um Universo, esse é o livro e o link vai estar na descrição. Em breve vai estar disponível em português, mas por enquanto, inglês e espanhol. Espero que você curta esse vídeo.
This is another epistemology of question. How does the knowledge come to you, right? The basic is you have to understand what is your surroundings, and whenever you begin to have a dialogue, you begin to have a connection, and I'm not talking about the popular understanding the nature. It goes beyond that. It goes like jumping into another level of understanding. If you saw the fact that, for example, the wind connects us all living beings, the wind gives us life, right? Even if you believe in something and I believe in anything else, anyways, the wind is entering us and is giving us life. The wind is the provider of life, anyways. Beyond what you believe, even if you are Mayan or not, if you're breathing, the air is giving you life, and the substances in. Let's make no big deal about this. But if you jump a little bit and you think that the wind has consciousness, plays role in a balance in the world, plays role between the sky and the earth, plays a role in its own activity, and if you go a little bit to put as a sentient being with a way of consciousness that is not human, we are not the rulers. Why shall we be the rulers? We have to understand what is the surroundings, but not to touch it. We don't have the permission to destroy what is giving us life. If you jump a little bit, then you're going to discover so much stuff that is already there. And the beautiful thing is that you can also apply mathematics, because I was talking about cycles of the nature, cycles of time. And when talking about what the wind does, you can say, well, there's a moment in which it spreads the seeds before the rain season. There's a moment in which it helps the storm. There are moments in which it's very calm. Well, you can begin to understand, to classify, and to begin to see what are those cycles in nature, what is the interconnection between them, which is the meaning associated with that star that is moving, what is that light that is so bright in the night, and sometimes in the morning, sometimes in the afternoon. When you begin to apply and interconnect the knowledge, then you begin to have numbers, then you begin to have a mathematics, the mathematics of consciousness, the mathematics of time, or the mathematics of observation. Then it's not going to be difficult to understand properties, substances, interconnection, cycles, and you just have to stand up and see what is happening, or being able, jump a little bit, as I said, to understand everything alive or everything having a way of consciousness. But then you are going to end with numbers. You are going to end with cycles. You are going to end by counting when was the next day that this bright star appeared, and you begin to do numbers. Then you begin to make classifications. Then the mind goes on to classification of knowledge, or classification of the information. And sometimes you discover what I have said. We are not the rulers. This is not our world, in a sense. We are not the maximum consciousness way of understanding the world. We're just an expression of nature. We're just another way of understanding. Sadly, we are the destroyers of the others, but we're just another way of understanding nature. This is only the way we understand, the way we approach and receive and could classify this knowledge. But anyways, what I found beautiful about this is that we Mayans, we consider all the other also to be conscious, and for us to be in a constant relationship and dialogue, and we can get knowledge in that way through dialogue and mathematics, calculation. It's not that difficult. What is beautiful is that now, in this present time, is that this knowledge is still present, is still beautiful, is still being applied in the world. So it's not about UFOs, it's not about the voices of gods, it's not about stuff like that. Just imagine the huge quantity of time our elders had in previous times, having the entire sky to watch.